So today I'll be giving a brief outline of our project, which would be on forecasting yield curve. So what we want to do in our project is to actually develop a new forecasting model. Forecasting the yield curve is actually useful in many areas of finance. For example, financial securities pricing, risk management, and even corporate finance. With better valuation techniques, we can get more accurate valuation, and also possibly even a trading strategy related to this forecasting of yield curve. Okay, so actually very little research has been done on the forecasting of yield curves, and we have looked into literature, and one of the literature we found, which is quite updated, was that done by Daibo and Lee. So how they have forecasted is using the Nelson-Siegel model. The Nelson-Siegel model is as such, where Y here is our interest rate and theta here is maturity. Okay. And here we have 4 parameters: beta naught, beta 1, beta 2, and tau. And so for Daibo and Lee, what they've done is to keep tau constant and to fit the curve using these 3 other parameters. Okay. And so they do this for a series of yield curves, and then they will try forecasting it. And how they forecast is by using autoregression. So for example, if you have beta naught of time period t, and you want to find beta naught of t plus 1, then we just use your usual autoregression equation over here. And this is, well, you do a series of beta naughts, you generate a series of beta naughts first after fitting the curves, right? And then you'll be able to find A and B hat. And after getting this, then you'll be able to forecast the period ahead. So what they've done is to fix tau and do this forecasting for all beta naught, beta 1, and beta 2. And using this, then they'll be able to forecast the whole yield curve. Okay, but we find that this is probably not the best way. One way that we can improve it further, and which is the whole point of our project, is to allow tau to vary, which means that we do not hold tau constant, and so we have to find or fit 4 parameters: beta naught, beta 1, beta 2, and tau. And to do this, this Nelson-Siegel model becomes non-linear, and therefore we would have to use some algorithms in MATLAB in order to generate the parameters. We'll follow the same forecasting method over here, and we'll compare whether our forecast does better than Daibo and Lee. So how we do that is to compare our root mean squared error to to Daibo and Lee. We'll also compare it to random walk to make sure that that our model is actually better than just random walk. So other than just forecasting and proving that our model is better or trying to improve on yield curve forecasting, we want to do more than just this. We also like to look at whether its performance changes pre and post GFC. And second thing we want to do on, okay, so for Daibo and Lee, basically their data is using US data from 1985 to 2000. We would do this data set first so that we can have an accurate comparison with Daibo and Lee. And following that, we will do 1985 to 2007 as pre-GFC. And then we'll do a post-GFC. These are for zero coupon yields. They have already been bootstrapped. Okay, so 1985 to 2007, and then 2008 to 2015. Yeah. So we'll do these two, and we'll compare the performance of our model, whether it's more accurate pre-GFC or maybe it's the same. And this is all US. So the second thing we want to do is to try it on a country outside the US, and so we will be trying it on Japan. We will do Japan, possibly 1985 to 2000, possibly, so that we can compare this and this. Okay, so next one is Japan. So in summary, we will be building a new model, and we'll be doing 2 analysis on two things. First, pre and post GFC, and US and Japanese data, and see what's the effectiveness of our model. Thank you.